generous save step. I have managed to complete the main storyline of the original XCOM. It is with I have managed to finally recently go ahead and get the all the DLCs related to XCOM 2, including the more chosen update, and I am going to go ahead and play it. Now, I have started 2 campaigns already. The first one was just seeing how it is and seeing if all the DLC work. I will go ahead and turn on the tutorial because without the tutorial, the game assumes you already know what's going on in the story, which I do, but I prefer to go ahead and show you guys how it presents itself as naturally as a first playthrough would. Okay. I am going to go ahead and disable the integrated downloadable content option, but add both of these DLCs because through my 2 playthroughs of testing, I have managed to find out that it has gone ahead and the DLCs come with their own missions that are natural to their own DLCs, and if you go ahead and use the integrated downloadable content as is stated, it goes ahead and disables those introductory missions for those DLCs, and it goes ahead and you just have to make do with automatically having said objects and things in your game. Now I am going to go ahead and continue and let the ultimate scene play out.
Accessing the feed now. We're in. But I don't know for how long. You seeing this? Way too much security, even for Advent.
That's no ordinary gene therapy clinic. And we're telling the truth.
Or they're leading us into a trap. A really obvious trap. We'd need an army to march in there right now.
I've got a better idea. Outrider, this is Central. Go.
You placed upon us, mistakes are bound to happen.
It wasn't our fault. Please!
No need for any of this. I will do what you ask of me. I just need additional time. Did you say something? You're one of those? You must understand. I had no choice.
Outrider, report.
So, you do exist. Outrider to Avenger, I have visual confirmation.
Are you sure?
Reapers are always sure.
I'll take your word for it. Cover your tracks and get the hell out of there. They can't know we were here. Yet.
Understood. Now the real war begins.
Excitement continues to build as city centers across the globe prepare for the 20th anniversary of Unification Day.
Thousands line up at the site of the Great Accord, celebrating the formation of the Advent Coalition.
In keeping with their promise to humanity, 12 new gene therapy clinics will be opening in select cities by the end of the new year.
Despite the attempted attack by French elements, operations at the new facility in Paris thankfully remain unaffected.
In response to the unprovoked intrusion on the eve of our most beloved celebration, the speaker reaches out to us.
A small number of dissidents again repeat the mistakes of the old world.
Striking as we celebrate the benevolent savior who time and again offers only friendship and compassion.
Yet these trivial actions could never break the bond between humanity and the Elders.
Peacekeeping forces have already made several preemptive arrests of known collaborators. Advent again assures all citizens that today's celebrations will continue as planned.
Perfect.
The Advent administration reminds you to report all suspicious activity to your nearest peacekeeper.
Approaching position. You were right. They've definitely got their hands full today.
Stay focused. Prep gate crasher.
60 seconds. Now.
Signal received. Loud and clear. Okay, Gatecrasher. Your turn.
Now that that is done,
Advent forces are swarming to the blast point. We need to move on the package before they figure out what we're up to. First things first. You need to get out of sight. Grab some cover near that low wall.
Copy that. Moving up.
it's been a while since I've had to do the tutorial. Anyways, so just as a introduction to the game, basically in the original XCOM, you were this secret government organization that fought against the aliens in a clandestine war to keep them from taking over. In the second game, it has been basically stated that you lost the first war and aliens have basically taken over the complete world. And all of this is in relation to your player character being captured. So we'll just follow the tutorial. Yeah, so each unit has these two little arrow things that can go ahead and show you how many actions you have remaining.
In position, but I'm exposed here.
It's better than nothing. But see if you can't find a safer position further out.
Looks like full cover ahead. Moving out.
And as a little,
Crasher 2, stay close. Keep pace with Crasher 1.
so as a little help tooltip that they'll probably end up going ahead and stating themselves, the blue outline that you see currently is how far you can go in one action. The yellow outline is how far you can go in 2 actions. The little blue shield icons is cover that you can see. Whenever you see the shield half filled, that shows that it is half cover. Fully shielded is full cover, but also the directions of the cover matters, which you will end up seeing in this tutorial.
Double time. They're holding position. We're gonna have to go through them. Stay out of sight until we're ready to strike. Copy that. Keep to the shadows until you're absolutely set. We'll only get one shot at this.
In the shadows.
So, as it says, most sessions will start out in concealment. We can use said concealment to set up ambushes, and if any soldiers are spotted, then most of the soldiers lose the benefits of concealment. There's 2 examples of soldiers that can stay in concealment, but we'll get to them eventually. And now we just gotta go ahead
Staying low.
do what they tell us to do at the moment.
Don't get too close. They'll be spotted for sure and we'll lose our advantage.
So yeah, see, in order to not get spotted by the enemies, you just gotta make sure not to pass any of these red squares. And also, as you can see, this the red outline shows that that is not actually effective cover for the enemies if they were to go ahead and spot us.
They may have the numbers, but we've got surprise on our side. Hopefully that's enough.
Remind me to thank the old man.
You and me both. We're not out of the woods yet. We need to take out those remaining soldiers.
I've got the trap on them. Permission to engage.
Do it.
Now, a little something about XCOM 2 is that they have these percentage chances of actually being able to hit the enemy. I will say that XCOM 2 is a brutal game. Just because it's 68% chance, they actually, I'd say 68% chance is more indicative of an actual 50% chance of how it feels to actually hit the target. But because this is a tutorial, we're going to be guaranteed a hit here.
Crasher 1 is on the board.
And now we're revealed. Enemies will get a chance to go ahead and we'll go ahead and get a chance to find cover.
They can see you now. How about you all shoot first and celebrate later? No problem.
This is generally a stupid idea, but it is.
I appreciate the bravery, but you're dangerously close right now. Be careful.
This is just for them a way to teach how to make sure to keep yourself in cover, as this is almost guaranteed to be a death, which you will see. shots can miss. And now he has a flanking shot on me.
I go out like this.
And thus, he is
No! Crash it to us down! She's
dead. Or she
gone!
is dead.
Damn it! You can't take risks like that. Watch your flanks.
So that's how you want to play it. Okay.
Nice work. Press the advantage before they get around you.
Attacking flanking unit ignores any defensive bonuses they may get. Also gives you a higher chance to get a crit. So it's best not to let enemies flank you.
Let's see how you like this. The cloak.
She's calling reinforcements. Stop that. Transmission.
Central, reporting in.
You're late. What have you been doing down there?
Taking in the sights.
What the hell are these things?
They're us. At least there used to be. Human hybrid soldiers. Advent's reward for obedience and service.
We've all heard rumors. I just never believed it was true.
No one wanted to. But we find what we're looking for today. I promise you that's gonna change. Let's move.
Looks like that transmission went through. You have an Advent transport closing on your position.
You heard her. Cover the left side.
I'm on it.
Keep your eyes peeled. Fire on anything that moves.
So this is just teaching you about the Overwatch mechanic. Anything that moves during the enemy's turn will be fired upon. With the penalty day.
The main entrance is clear. We need to move on the package.
So I'm gonna go ahead and get the
Menace 3, you're up.
Hold up. You should check that body for salvageable gear. We need anything we can get at this point. Better move fast, though. I've heard rumors Advent rigs their stuff to self-destruct.
regards to combat.
Reinforcements just hit the ground.
They're getting nervous. Now I know we're in the right place.
Man, they just keep on talking. I don't want to interrupt them because sometimes they actually have important stuff to say. Anyways.
Well done. Fall back to our position.
Just go. I'll try to stall him here.
So yeah. I honestly generally wouldn't take a 50-50 shot on anything. Unless it's guaranteed that there's no way for me to get hurt. But as this is a tutorial, it is forcing me to do it. So I missed, as you can see.
What the?
I'm going for the door. You should be able to cut right through the door's security protocols. They were never expecting anyone to get this close.
So, all soldiers can hack certain computers, lock doors, and other objects to gain access to temporary bonuses, or permanent bonuses in some cases. It just depends on what shows up on the screen. For instance, here, if there's this bar that goes ahead and pops up as we begin to hack, and there's a chance for it to pass this green line. The better your tech score is against the opponents, the more easier it is to gain these benefits. In this case, and in most mission objectives, it is almost guaranteed in order for you to complete the action. But there are certain hacks that, in which case, there is a negative chance. There is a chance to fail the main action that you're going for, and for it to do other things. For instance, if you were to fail a hack, the enemies might gain a buff in regards to whatever you're trying to do. Now, have had, the first time I played, I have had this actually proc in the tutorials, but because everything is so scripted in this first mission, I felt like I needed to pass that green bar no matter what in order to complete the hacks, which is bad. Which isn't what it's supposed to what it isn't actually supposed to be.
Secure the baggage.
Let's hope our intel was good.
This is the place.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Looks like there's an access panel attached. If you get me a better look, I might be able to...
Next time. Let's get out of here.
And that is the player character, so to speak. This is just saying that you can carry unconscious, dead, or bleeding out units. This allows soldiers to retrieve fallen comrades.
The entire Advent security grid just lit up. Firebrand is holding nearby for evac, but it's now or never, Central.
Understood. We're on the move. Let's go out like this.
No! Central, Crasher 1 is down. You have to get out of there.
We need another exit. Now!
Now, I would like to say, generally, just with how the AI usually is, instead of just dashing towards here, in a regular mission, he'd probably end up moving towards somewhere around this area, and then setting himself up on Overwatch in order to screw you any chance that he's moving. Now, this is quite an important mechanic for newcomers in order to understand. Most cover is actually destructible. So by throwing explosions, or sometimes as you saw with over here in one of the shots, here was a low cover thing like here, but one of the missed shots actually destroyed said cover. So cover is destructible, and you have to keep that in mind.
Almost there. Stay focused.
Actually, oftentimes it's best for you to keep it in mind so that way you can use that against the enemy.
They're right behind us.
And scripted to miss.
Way too close.
And then somehow, even though supposedly he has worse shot and better cover, hit. Now I will have to say that
Firebrand, this is Gatecrasher. We need an immediate evac. Get us out of here.
alright, so I will have to say that that generally, at least what I've seen, because I've played the original XCOM 2
You don't need to tell me twice.
multiple times, that at least in the beginning, things are not that damaging, and I can't show you guys, but Central here has more HP than, oh wait, no, you can see, this is a regular recruit. She has 5 blips of health, and that's normally what you get for rookies. Central here has 6, so that shot that they just took against him would have killed most normal recruits. And they generally at least give you 2 shots in order, as you're learning the ropes and early in the game, in order for you guys to actually get a chance to do so.
We're coming home.
And then this is just teaching you about evac mechanics. Generally, they would have made me gone ahead and... Oh wait, I forgot about this part.
There's potentially decades of atrophy to contend with.
Wish we had more time.
I don't disagree.
But as it stands now, we risk losing the patient if we don't begin the removal procedure immediately.
We're ready.
Good. Then let's get on with it.
Remarkable.
Just like 20 years ago. We were still calling it a war back then. We had no idea what was coming.
Response from the cerebral cortex. Good. Prepping for cranial intrusion. I've managed to identify the connection. Preparing to make final incision.
These readings are getting really erratic.
Of course they are. These implants were never designed to be removed. We are risking severe...
No plan B here, people. Do it.
No signal.
Pupillary response normal. Vital stabilizing. Procedure complete.
Told them it would take more than that to keep you down. Welcome back, Commander. Glad to see you're finally coming out of it. Don't envy the headache you must have, though. Still, can't fault Dr. Tigan. Especially as no one's even attempted something like this before. Easy. We're still not entirely sure what they did to you. That chip was buried halfway into your skull. Lost a lot of good soldiers looking for you over the years. Almost gave up hope you were still out there. Acted on the intel as soon as I got word. Not sure what you remember, but a lot's changed. Did the best I could, but the last 20 years have been tough without you. You feel like catching up. Shen has the archive up and running on your terminal. Otherwise, I'd go see Dr. Taigen when you're ready. There's some things you should know. He'll be better at explaining them than me. It's damn good to have you back, Commander.
Alright, so. Just
Commander, to the research labs.
Oh my god, it's gonna continue pinging me until I actually do what it tells me to do. I'm just gonna go ahead and...
Impressive, isn't it? Capable of generating immense power, yet completely harmless to human life. If only the same could be said for the rest of the aliens' technology, Commander. Dr. Richard Taigen, Chief Science Officer. I am responsible for the entirety of our research here, as well as the procedure you so recently underwent. Welcome to my lab, such as it is. I'm not sure what Central may have told you, but we found something while removing you from the alien stasis suit. A device implanted directly in your occipital lobe. Had I access to the equipment available to me during my tenure at Advent, I would already know the precise nature of its function. However, given time and your approval, of course, Commander, I assure you, I will find out. Which brings to light an additional point. Though aspects of this facility are indeed impressive, I am but one man. Were you to direct additional support personnel and resources to me, I could substantially improve the speed of all our research. Farewell, Commander.
On your order, Commander. I will begin researching the Advent chip for possible insights as to its function.
Alright. Now that all that is done, and now it's not pinging me to do stuff, I will state that as part of the XCOM 2 War of the Chosen update, the very first portion of cutscenes that you saw was actually added to the War of the Chosen. Normally, the game starts at the scene where the TV broadcast begins, basically, that you could see, with the little Advent symbol spinning. Now, I'm probably going to be caught in more cutscenes after this, so just gonna go ahead and allow it.
I'll see that work begins immediately, Commander. I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
That research will keep Taigen busy for a while. In the meantime, you might want to head down to the armory. Commander, Jane Kelly was instrumental in the op to get you back. She earned enough experience for a promotion. We should take care of that now.
So, something that is important in XCOM is that your soldiers will rank up with more experience in missions and getting kills. That allows you to promote your soldiers, which generally upgrade them into different classes of soldiers, such as...
The Ranger serves as our primary reconnaissance unit, capable of moving independently in concealment while engaging enemies at close range.
Such as the Ranger. You gain abilities based off of how much they progress, such as Sergeant or Jane Kelly now has the ability to slash enemies with the
We're
sword.
off to a good start. Our troops will only get stronger as they gain experience.
The more experience you
Commander,
gain,
to
the
the
more
bridge.
abilities you have the chance to pick out. And now it's gonna shove us into a new mission.
I heard you, Shen. When we get the thing, you'll be the first to know.
Attention. Unauthorized presence detected.
Commander, give me a second. Execute Echelon Protocol.
Attention. Senior command exchange confirmed.
I had wanted that to be a little more ceremonious, but we've got something.
A local resistance cell just located this hybrid magnetic power converter that Shen's been pushing us to find. They tracked the device to a nearby Advent convoy and are attempting to take it down.
If we can bring this converter back in one piece, we might actually get this place up and running and give the aliens a real war for a change. The squad is prepped and ready to launch on your order, Commander. Just give the word.
So, at the beginning, you generally have 4 people to a mission. Oh my god, is that Giles' haircut? Okay, anyways. So, you generally have 4 people to a mission, and actually there are 4 basic classes in the base game. I know that they have expanded that to, I believe, 3 more. And the DLC adds another, I believe. So, there are 7 classes of soldiers that you're able to handle. Go out.
Communications with resistance forces in the area have gone dark, which can only mean one thing. These people sacrificed everything to give us this shot. We need to recover that converter at all costs. Commander, getting a fix on the device, but it looks like it may have been damaged during the fight. Energy readings are going crazy. I'm guessing we don't have much time before it explodes. Shen's working on a way to stabilize that thing, provided we can get close enough to access its core. Stay in the shadows until we can get a better read on the situation.
I have never seen an environment like this in the original base game. That's kind of cool. But anyways, now as you can see, we have 8 turns to get here and hack this thing in order to stabilize it and for us to be able to use it. I've never really failed this mission before, and I don't intend to now. So let's go ahead and begin making our way down towards there. Okay. No one there. I think I'm gonna make that guy go down that way.
Running.
Give that person that direction, and I think I'll this person.
10-4.
There. Oh, that's killed. I will state that it is.
Commander, we have a chance to do some serious damage here. Before jumping into combat, let's make sure we make the most of our advantage. The Advent officers seem more capable than the grunts. We're not sure whether to chalk it up to training or stricter mind control.
Okay. As I was trying to say, Generally. I forgot what I was trying to say, but, so basically, we need to, ooh, there's another pod right there. So in XCOM 2, there are these groups of soldiers that go ahead and make up something that is generally called a pod of soldiers. They will react to
Heading there now.
in said pods. So this is a pod of 2 soldiers, and all the way over here is probably another pod of 2 soldiers. So if for whatever reason we end up to where we can see this guy and not just being illuminated because of this, and they can see us, whenever we are not in a...
Got it. Moving.
Whenever we are not in a concealment environment, they will go ahead and automatically react to us seeing them, them seeing us type of thing. And yeah. Now,
Affirmative. Moving out.
I want to see if I can... Okay, I can technically begin Overwatch trapping there, but I am going to...
Confirmed. Eyes on the target.
Okay, you should be able to hack into that thing's safety protocols and stabilize it. Shen is uploading the fix right now.
Now, real quickly, just so you know, grunts, a good thing to keep in mind is that at the beginning, grunts usually are able to be dealt with by throwing one of your frag grenades that you can bring along at the beginning of the missions, and that will earn that will kill most grunts immediately. It generally takes one confirmed kill in order to rank up the rookies to the next tier and gain them their classes in which they began to actually be able to do things that can help out. And why are you guys going all the way over there? That is less than ideal, as I can't reach them there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna Overwatch these guys.
Eyes on the prize.
Hopefully they will be able to shoot them down. I'll have this guy's turn to be able to deal with the ramifications of what's happening, and I will throw a grenade from Kelly to not only kill one of these guys but also deal damage to the officer. And why is this thing says it's getting destroyed when it's over here? I don't know.
This is for you!
So now that guy's dead.
We're busted!
Or reveal. And I have 2 chances to kill this guy. And he did it.
Got him!
So I'll move
Closing
this
on
guy
target
here
position now.
and set
Got it
up.
covered.
What I am hoping for, which unfortunately didn't happen, was for the pod that was over here that we managed to briefly see to wander into activation range on their turn, and
Heading to that location.
we would have possibly have gotten a... If the pods go ahead and see us on their turn, they react automatically, and usually, like this, they
These guys
react,
make up the bulk of the Advent forces we've dealt with. They're disciplined and well-equipped, but their obedience makes them predictable.
they react, and if they react on their turn, it takes away their turn. I had hoped to maybe have gone ahead and be able to use their turn to waste their turn in order to give myself more turns to do whatever I wanted, but
Heading to that location.
as you can see, that was not me. Oh, that guy's position.
Scanning.
Okay.
On the move.
I think I'm just gonna have to overwatch it for the rest of these guys.
Overwatch.
And yes, it does provide a... Oh boy. So what he just did was he marked my guy. Ah, wow. That looks like...
Adjusting sights.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't get it.
As long as you don't shoot Kelly again. Dang. Okay. So, now, I got 2 soldiers, and this guy is marked, which is bad.
Heading out.
I'm gonna see if I can somewhat find these guys.
Moving to
I'll put
Overwatch.
that guy in Overwatch.
Rangers are uniquely equipped for close quarters combat. In the right situation, they can prove highly effective.
Yeah.
Headed there now.
Move this guy here. Get a flanking shot on him. Good. He's dead.
Target eliminated.
Now.
Good copy. Moving on target.
Get this guy up here. Still not what I'm comfortable with, so I'm
Moving to
gonna
Overwatch.
And I am gonna put this guy in high
Moving to
cover
designated coordinates.
and hunker him down, which hopefully
Maintaining
will
position.
keep him alive. He missed, and
There's heavy
now
fire in
we
the
are free
zone.
to...
Commander, we're running out of time here. If we don't stabilize the converter soon, I don't think anybody's going home today.
Yeah, I know. I'm working. Boom. This is not the best situation to be in.
Moving to
I'm gonna
position.
grab this guy. Now or never. Good. I guess the game's going easy on me right now. Alrighty. Now,
On the move.
generally this is a bad idea.
Although they bear some resemblance to the sectoids first encountered during the invasion, their genetic structure now includes human DNA. They are stronger than ever, with an even greater psionic potential.
Oh boy, I have a feeling this guy's gonna die. Gonna quickly.
Enemy destroyed.
And I am going to hopefully...
I'm on the move.
Okay, I'm gonna kill this guy.
Take this.
objective. Next turn. Oh my god. That is ridiculous.
I'm being flanked! That didn't feel good.
Yeah, I would say so. Alright.
That's affirmative.
Since he's over there, I'm gonna go ahead and use Kelly
Doesn't hurt
to
to
hack
check.
the objective. Thankfully, 100% chance to disarm the detonator. And a 4% chance to delay Dark Events projects by 2 weeks. Yeah, that's good if I hit it, but probably not. Dear Lord. I guess I'm lucky and not lucky at the same time. So close, but so far away.
We've got access. We've got the goods.
Well done.
Okay.
Readings are returning to normal. Well, mostly normal. Firebrand is en route, but I wouldn't take any chances. Eliminate all remaining hostiles in the area before evac.
So, 85% chance of hitting. Hopefully I will. Dear Lord, I was about to say he didn't
Target
hit
down. I'm running low on ammo.
Nice.
I've got it.
Okay, so.
Understood. Moving out.
Wrong person.
Okay.
So, first things first. That was
On reserves.
3 damage. Oh boy. If this doesn't kill, I have a feeling we're gonna see our first death. Dang it.
Burn through ammo fast!
Oh. Nice. We got lucky.
No respite for the dead. The aliens have found a way to mind control them now.
So, gonna go ahead and
Okay.
farm XP for a sec here. And not that.
Out of ammo here. Kill confirmed.
Now, both these guys are both those guys.
That's affirmative.
Have promotions available, so I'm gonna go ahead and kill this last thing.
Missed the
Say
target.
that, but then that happens.
My weapon's spent.
Orders confirmed. On the move.
Just goes to show that even with 78%. Really?
Target
So I
neutralized.
missed the 78%.
Status confirmed.
60%.
Mission accomplished.
That's stupid. Oh. And unfortunately all my soldiers were won. So unfortunately in this game,
We must never allow these dissidents to fill our hearts with fear. Their victory today is a minor footnote in history. A small bump on the path of salvation the elders have set forth for us.
now, unfortunately, as I was saying before I was interrupted by this XCOM takes
Two of our people earned well-deserved promotions, Commander.
injuries
I'm
like
guessing Shen will probably want to have a word with you too.
takes injuries quite seriously, and as you can see, I am all the soldiers, since they lost health, are now required to sit a couple of days out in order to
Just like it sounds, our sharpshooters engage enemy targets with pinpoint accuracy from extreme range. They're also trained in pistol marksmanship for the occasional close encounter. Operating some of our most advanced equipment, specialists deploy robotic drones on the battlefield that can be outfitted for combat or field medic duty. Serving as our demolitions experts, the Grenadiers provide heavy ordnance delivery whenever and wherever we need it.
Alright, so, just to continue on with what I was saying, because of how these guys were wounded, they now have to deal with recovery times of 5, 11, and 18 days, respectively. Also, as a little side note on each of the classes, Rangers, as far as I can see, you can basically spec them into being more melee focused or stealth based. I generally try to keep one of each class of soldier on hand. The sharpshooters can either be specialized into long range encounters or basically deal with stuff in regards to their pistols and become more gunslingers, if I'm not mistaken. As they stated in the introductions, specialists use their robotic companions that they improve them to be either focused on damage dealers or healers. Also, something that they don't explain is that actually, due to their little robotic buddies, these guys are generally the people who will have the highest tech score, so they are important in that regard. They'll be your hackers as well, and also an ability that they gain is they also allow their robotic friends to remotely hack stuff, which, based off of their line of sight, which can be a godsend sometimes. And then last but not least, the Grenadiers not only allow you to bring 2 types of utility items, generally grenades, to a mission, but they also make those any explosives that they bring a size bigger. So as you saw in the previous examples of any time I used a frag grenade, it was a 3x3 circle that I was able to do it. When using a Grenadier, not only are they able to shoot them farther, but they also have generally a 4 tile radius in any direction, except the corners. Anyways.
These items should prove useful in our ongoing efforts against the aliens. When you have a moment, Commander, I have made some interesting discoveries as they relate to the implant we removed from you earlier.
So, something that you also are able to keep track of is that you'll gain you'll be able to, once when you complete a certain research, which is the next research I'm going to prioritize, is you're able to add certain things to your weapons. In this case, scopes and whatnot. You also gain bodies from the missions that you encounter.
fight against the aliens day in and day out is no easy task, and eventually the stress takes its toll in various ways. We'll need to keep an eye on each soldier to manage their traits.
That's somewhat bad. Chance to panic anytime they encounter a sectoid. Sectoids end up becoming what I want to say a mid-tier enemy. A common mid-tier enemy that you end up fighting. Yeah, it's gonna go ahead and prompt me to go to engineering.
Okay, reworked your repulsors with some of the parts I salvaged from their old engine. Should fix that stabilization problem you had. Come on, Rover. It'll work. Commander! Getting our tech to talk to theirs is harder than you'd think. Lily Shen, Chief Engineer, at your service. You were probably expecting to see my father. In all that's happened, I'm guessing Central didn't tell you yet. He's gone. Dad gave everything he had to get us this far. This entire ship is his life's work. I know he would have loved to show you around the place himself. He used to talk about you a lot. You can be sure I'm ready to finish what he started. Might not look it, but from here, I can fabricate pretty much anything you come up with. And with a little more help, well, you'd be amazed with what I can do. It was an honor to finally meet you, Commander. I can't promise any miracles, Commander, but I should be able to put some of the stuff together in no time at all. I'd suggest we get started with the medkit. It'll probably come in handy sooner rather than later.
Alright. And unfortunately, as part of the tutorial, they do make you make a medkit.
I'm on it, Commander.
Looks like Tygan has made progress on his research.
Bad in
We should meet him in the lab.
But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and finish up the all the cutscenes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and save.
So much of my own research based upon this simple design. If only I had known. Ah, Commander, excellent timing. There's been some progress. I've managed to break down several key components of the chip implanted into your skull. My analysis reveals that its primary function was that of a conduit, passing a vast amount of data directly to your cerebral cortex. With the primary connection severed, much of that data is lost. Several fragments do remain, however, ghosts, if you will. Observe. Tactical combat simulations, war games. The sheer volume of encounters you were processing was astounding. It is truly remarkable that you survived as long as you did. Though this may seem disconcerting, there is still some good news. This chip bears a striking resemblance to a medical implant I briefly assisted in developing at the gene therapy clinic in New Providence. My understanding was that the implants were intended for high-ranking Advent officers only, captains or above. Retrieving a chip from such an officer would be the only way to know for certain. A greater understanding of these implants would undoubtedly benefit us all, Commander.
New objective added.
So, yeah,
The Advent officers have clearly been modified to allow for their subordinates to receive new orders psionically. The implanted chip is the key.
right. So, something to keep in mind in regards to at least this game is that you generally want to keep your scientists researching something at all times. At this point in time, they want us to go ahead and research the Advent soldiers, officers, but I am going to focus on getting the modular weapons.
I do find that area of research to be among the more intriguing options available. We'll begin work immediately. I'll send word when a complete report is available.
Looks like Shen got that converter up and running, Commander. We're ready for you on the bridge.
Just stay clear of the perimeter, understood? Commander, good. I think we got something here.
Despite all of Advent's efforts, there are still people who refuse to believe their lies. And it's time we let them know they're not alone. We've already located a target for our first operation.
Sir, given our current location, there's actually no way the Sky Ranger could reach that position.
Who said anything about the Sky Ranger? Shen, status report. Are we ready?
Short answer, yes. But you might all want to hold on to something.
Setting course for the Mexican Regional Tract.
Huh.
We're ready to start making moves, Commander. By hitting Advent wherever we find them, we can help strengthen the resistance. In return, they'll contribute material and personnel to support our operations.
So, on the next episode, I guess we're gonna go ahead and go to New Mexico and take part in Operation Jagged Strike, in which we need to sabotage the transmitter. Yeah, at this point in time, yeah. Anyways, I'm the Lightning Swordsman. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. If you feel like it, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't save and exit. No, I can't. Oh.
Commander, it looks like Shen prepped a med kit for us. We should equip one of our soldiers with it before they deploy.
No, wait. Okay, well then. Which one of you guys is probably going to be the specialist? I'll guess. Hopefully I can get these guys all classed up.
Sky Ranger deployed.
The squad is ready to deploy on your order, Commander.
Begin the mission, and I will see you guys next.
We've been picking up unusual readings coming from this area, and our recon team has confirmed that Advent is now operating some sort of massive psionic transmitter nearby. Shen and Tygan agree, if we destroy the transmitter while it's still connected to Advent's network, their operations across this entire region could be crippled. Advent has constructed a psionic transmitter in this area, tied directly into their primary network. Our intel suggests destroying it while it's still connected will severely damage their linked systems. Plant the explosives before they have a chance to pull the plug.